What's good, your man? Can't tell you what it do. And I guess they canceled the Tigers game today because it's raining like a son of a bitch. We got a motherfucking flood advisory for Michigan. So it is what it is. I was going through some videos and I saw some shit. And I was like, this is something to fucking talk about. Did Christianity ruin the black community? I'm gonna give an easy ass answer and say yes. All y'all motherfuckers talk about, I love Jesus, I love the Most High, I love God, I love this bullshit ass shit that I'm going through. I'm the sheep and you the shepherd. These Christians love they motherfucking sky daddy. But the real question is, Christians, has Christianity ruined the black community? And my quick answer is yes. You know why? Because at the end of the fucking day, before Christianity even touched this soil, it was people already over here doing their own thug thizzle, doing their own thing, doing their own thing with their own culture, language, and heritage. And then some bitch ass colonizers come over here, rape, pillage this land, and beat Christianity into you at the same goddamn time. And yet, y'all still fuck with this bullshit. How come churches flourish in the hoods, but the hood crumbles? Huh? This is why I have a motto called "When the church bubble, the hood struggle." So let's motherfucker just motherfucker quit playing. We can look at the stats right fucking now. People are leaving Christianity at high fucking rates. This world is getting dumber and dumber, more violent, more sick, and the government is just rubbing their hands like Birdman, looking y'all running around like chickens with your head cut off. They're actually still wearing a fucking mask when they clearly told you that the mask don't work and the vaccines is killing you. And y'all still afraid. Christians are so fucking stupid. I thought no weapon formed against me shall prosper, but yet y'all went to go put that mask on and take that fucking vax. Shouts out to Moms. What's good? What's question? Did Christianity destroy the black community? My answer is yes, because before there was any of this Christianity shit on this fucking land, we already had our culture, language, heritage. We lived off the land gave back. There was no bullshit. Yes, we had tribal wars and shit. Yes, we did our thing over here, but we ain't no motherfucking brainwashed Christian shit telling your ass to turn the other motherfucking cheek while the enemy whoop your ass and tell you, hey, yo, it's in the book, it's in the Bible. I'm supposed to do this to you. Deuteronomy, therefore thou shalt serve thine enemy, which the Lord shall send against thee. That's Deuteronomy. And we can go to Exodus 21 with the slavery motherfucker shit. But yet, but yet, these Christians don't want to read that part. They want to skip over that part. They want to go down that route. The demons down that route. I was just watching some shit with Joyce Meyer, and someone asked her to read the book of Revelation, and the bitch was like, I don't want to read it because I don't understand it. But you are a preacher. You're supposed to understand the word. You go to school and to motherfucking seminary school to understand that word. So let me guess, everybody in your motherfucking school to become a pastor or a preacher, whatever the fuck, y'all skip over Revelation. This another thing that confirms that y'all be told to read these things to keep the sheep in line. Don't read the other shit to make other motherfuckers wake up. Read the shit to keep motherfuckers in line. Keep the motherfucking shit in check. Read Deuteronomy and read a couple books from the New Testament and then do a bullshit 45-minute sermon and go home. Yeah. But I saw some shit today that fucked me up. But before we get into that, since these Christians want to be on that holier than thou shit, but behind closed doors, they shucking dick, talking shit, stealing shit. Oh yeah, Christians are the biggest fucking hypocrites I've ever fucking seen in my life. So I got something for these fucking Christians. Since I want to praise to the Most High, great mother, great father, great whatever the fuck. Ain't nobody coming down to save us. The only motherfuckers that's going to save us is us. At the end of the day, whatever's up there is catching these fucking hands for putting me down here. So I got two words for them: domain expansion. Domain expansion.
Down Road One Production.
Welcome to the abyss. The unstoppable one. I am the illest, no doubt. Sporadic, eternal fire. There is no putting me out. I'm sending fiery rain, destroying cities and towns. The government never changed, so I'm taking them out. The FBI is a bitch. The CIA is a bitch. The NSA is a bitch. I know they watching this shit. We fuck around and get hit. My rebels fully equipped to take the enemy down and ride out in their whip. And counting all of the chips. We about to go on the flight. World leaders get hit. Assassination delight. We fly out through the night like Batman in this bitch. Outlandish with kicks, punches, and damage and shit. I call my gun Michael Knight. That bitch come with a kit. AI robotic weapons. That bitch be talking this shit. Explosive hollows exist and turn your body to mist. The god of fire is here. Now welcome to the abyss. 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 The immovable one. Welcome to my domain. Chopper fade into pieces. Throw away the remains. Rapid fire your chains. Hear you screaming in pain. My pride water your flame. Disintegrate all you lanes. Your fears would never change. So I'm hunting you down. I know you got me surrounded. I'm still taking you out. I'm hacking shit with my phone. Turn out all of the lights. Popping cops as I go. I gotta get through the night. In the heat of the night. I keep the heat with the sight. Me in your sleep as I snipe. While you sleep with your wife. I'm hopping from roof to roof. Ninja warrior shit. My RPG is equipped. Your helicopter got hit. I cause a solar eclipse and send a fiery storm. Exploding government buildings. Revolution reborn. I am the shit, just admit. This is that warrior mix. The god of fire is here. Welcome to the abyss. Welcome to the abyss. Welcome to the abyss. Welcome to the abyss. Let's go. Welcome to the abyss. Welcome to the abyss. Welcome to the abyss.
We'll be bringing you our countdown to the end of days, along with all you
Welcome to the abyss. Welcome to the abyss. Welcome to the abyss. The Christian bitch. Yeah, we got something for this Christian bitch from the mega church, Kenneth motherfucking Copeland. This motherfucker been in the game for a minute. He called motherfuckers that fly coach demons last time I talked about this motherfucker. He called motherfuckers demons. I don't ride coach. I got to ride first class. I can't ride up there with the demons. He was like, you better not tell nobody I said it. That nigga look evil like a motherfucker. But Kenneth Copeland is part of the problem. Not only he's part of the problem at being a false prophet, but he's also part of the race bait hate bait game. And I bet you wonder, what is he part of the race bait hate bait game? Well, the race bait hate bait game is this: the battle between is Jesus black or is Jesus white? That game. That game. And motherfuckers pull out books like they said he's skin of bronze and hair like wool. But other folks like, nigga, But Caesar Borgia, Alexander the Sixth, got this picture. You saw the Good Times episode where JJ drew Black Jesus and the mother got mad. And she's like, I love the Caesar Borgia Jeebus. You know, I hate that shit. Because whether if the messenger is black or white, did you get the message? Or how about this one? This is my favorite one. This is my favorite one. Whether if Jesus is black or white, the motherfucker don't exist. How about that? Motherfuckers fighting over invisible entities and shit. This is why a motherfucker from the outside looking in that's trying to study Christianity and the people of it, they will look at you like you're nuts. You're no better than a kid believing in Santa Claus or a kid having an imaginary friend. But since y'all want to have this mustard seed of faith, I don't know who the motherfucker made that up, but they did that to motherfucking, when you get ready to motherfucker try to leave Christianity, they're going to keep that mustard seed of faith in you. They motherfucker threw that in there. Well, bitch, I am the mustard seed of doubt. Welcome to the abyss. Now, that mustard seed of doubt is in all of us. Deep down inside, a motherfucker know darn well that ain't nothing coming out that goddamn sky but an airplane or a spaceship. And who's going to be piloting that spaceship? Your fucking military with an alien costume on. You think you're being abducted, but your ass is underground being guarded by federal agents. Allegedly. But I caught Kenneth Copeland again with this race bait, hate bait game talking about the devil is black. Now we got a whole bunch of Russian people. I think Putin said, I think the Pope said, but Jesus is black. So Jesus is black and the devil's black. So everything goes back to black. We can have that conversation also. But nope.
I was absolutely shocked when I heard Kenneth Copeland claim that Lucifer is black, with skin as ebony black like a black man. I couldn't believe my ears when I watched the video where he made these assertions. No biblical explanation or reference to back it up. I really don't know where he's coming from with this, but it's definitely not biblical. And to make matters worse, this has raised some serious issues, especially among black Christians, given that there are already debates about how many people perceive Jesus as a white man with blue eyes, which has been used to justify racism. Now, Kenneth...
Didn't I just say that? I said that not too long ago. They use it to justify racism. Racism. Told you, nigga, race bait, hate bait. This is the game I hate. Because at the end of the day, I can beat the race bait, hate bait game by saying this. I have a dream that black revolutionaries and white revolutionaries will come together and have another Bacon's Rebellion. But this time, no one will be distracted. There will be only one class system, and the class system will be the human class. Whatever you good at, you're going to make it a hustle. We're going back to the barter system, people. Man, we're going to destroy this fucking government and kill them all. I have a dream today.
Copeland, a white man, claims that Satan is ebony black, like a black man. But first, I need to play this video clip for you, because I know you saw the clip earlier, but you won't believe what I'm about to share.
Completely convinced he's ebony black. Completely convinced he's ebony black.
He said, I'm completely convinced. Completely convinced. Nah, this is supposed to be a guy that knows his word, that has read his word, been to the seminary. This is Kenneth fucking Copeland, mega church legend. You know what I'm saying? High-ranking official. You know what I'm saying? High-ranking false prophet. Putting in work. Talking about, I am convinced he is ebony black. I'm convinced that Jesus is not real at all. How about that? Catch me outside. How about that? That motherfucker not real at all. I prayed all my goddamn life. Never seen that motherfucker. Never heard of. The people I prayed for got worse. Situations got worse. The more I prayed for shit to get better, shit got worse. But when I left Christianity alone, shit got lifted. Happy people, yeah, 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 yeah.
There's a white man, a yellow man, a brown man. Anyone been persecuted like the black man? No. Why? Well, color of skin. That's what I'm trying to get over to. I'm convinced he was ebony, black, and gorgeous. Have you ever seen ebony? The wood itself and the grain. And he had musical instruments building within him. Everything but the trumpet touched dogs. Driscoll, that didn't go that for sure. Now, to me, that answers a big question.
The audience is sitting there, eating it up, and I'm sitting here wondering how anyone can take this man of God seriously. It's honestly ridiculous. Now, to be clear, Kenneth is talking about Satan, describing how musical instruments were made in his body, which is referenced in Scripture. But ask yourself, what would possess Kenneth Copeland to say Satan is black, in fact, ebony black? His reasoning was that black people have been persecuted the most, so that's why Satan would be black, because he got kicked out of heaven.
Boy, ad. God damn it. I hate these fucking ads, bro. This is a short video.
So that's what would possess Kenneth Copeland to say Satan is black, in fact, ebony black? His reasoning was that black people have been persecuted the most, so that's why Satan would be black, because he got kicked out of heaven.
Why? That white man, the yellow man, brown man. Anyone been persecuted like a brown man? No. Why? No color of skin. That's what I'm trying to get over to. I'm convinced he was ebony, black, and gorgeous. Have you ever seen ebony? The wood itself. The musical instruments building within everything but the trumpet touched dogs. Driscoll, that didn't go that for sure. Now, to me, that answers.
So he said all that just to make a joke. If we can put all the shit aside, like rather the motherfucker is not trying to be racist or not, he could probably say all that to build up just to say that trumpet joke. Which shows that preachers should stop telling jokes in the middle of sermons. Just get to your fucking sermon. But at the end of the day, I hate Christians. These brainwashed motherfuckers right here. But disclaimer, since I'm talking about Christianity, I'm cool with the Christians that's cool with me. The ones that's cool with me and I'm cool with is the conspiracy Christians, because they look up what I look up and we expose the enemy. The spiritual Christians, we value meditation. Jesus lives in the heart chakra. We live in love, peace, and harmony. Meditation is motherfucking key. Guys, God lives within. Bam, bam, bam. We agree. Bam. Last but not least, the Gnostic Christians. The Gnostics believe that the God of this motherfucking world is Yahweh Bayoff, the creator of the physical fucking universe, created all this physical body and this physical fucking prison planet. But the brainwashed Christians, the condescending, judgmental motherfucking Christians, the one that motherfucking want us dead because we don't believe in them, the one that preach on they fucking channels, them, oh yeah, we gonna burn in hell. Nigga, who told you that we were? And plus, at the end of the day, energy cannot be created nor destroyed, just transferred. So what the fuck, I'm gonna die and become another physical body just to be tormented? And plus, what type of loving God would actually have a fucking place like that in existence? And another thing, why would an all-powerful fucking God need anybody to worship him on some real shit? And another thing, let's ask another question. If the devil and Lucifer is so goddamn evil and you so all-powerful, why you just don't come down and murk that nigga? Get rid of that motherfucker. Still waiting. And another thing, we could go back all the way to the beginning. If you all knowing, all powerful, why the fuck you put the tree of knowledge of good and evil in the goddamn garden? Why would create evil in the first place? If you wanted worship, then don't put the motherfucking tree of knowledge of good and evil in there. Like nigga, fuck the bullshit. And the fucking stories of the Bible don't make no goddamn motherfucking sense either. An old man named Moses climbing a mountain with no safety harness or motherfucking factoring in oxygen and wind levels just to talk to a burning bush. How can a bush be on top of a mountain on fucking fire? Answer them. And don't get me started on parting the Red Sea to let in 2 to 7 million men, women, children, cattle, and carriage to go across that goddamn water. Y'all got me fucked up. You think that shit happened?
I honestly don't know where he's going with this, but when I watched that clip, I realized none of it is biblical. It just feels out of place and strange to me. I don't understand how anyone could take this seriously. It's easy to see why this might upset people, especially considering the historical misrepresentations of Jesus. Many people imagine him as this white guy with light eyes, but that's not the case at all. Jesus was a Jewish man from the Middle East, likely with olive or brown skin, dark eyes, and dark hair. But this whole skin color debate misses the point. The Bible tells us we're neither Jew nor Greek, slave nor free, male nor female. We're all one in Christ Jesus. So I don't get caught up in arguing over what color Jesus might have been. Now, here we are with
Exactly. Now, if he's a Christian, he's a cool one because he like, nigga, I'm not about to argue or debate about what color he is. He gave us a message of love and peace. So y'all can debate about that. I'm just gonna walk in his light. You know what I'm saying? Live in love, peace, and kindness and harmony and shit. Because it ain't about if the nigga black or white in the first place. But if anybody used their goddamn common fucking sense, the Middle East is all brown people. So what the fuck? You know, like use your fucking common sense. And this is why the powers that shouldn't be know that people are fucking stupid and not going to motherfucking do research for themselves or think. This is why they got us by the balls. Pause. When this revolution come, all this shit is over. Christianity will end. Once the revolution come, once any fucking war start, nigga, Christianity is ended. And it's inevitable for it to end. You know why? Because we not supposed to be fucking with it to begin with. And real shit, if you Christians really love Christianity so much, take your ass over there to the area where that motherfucker created it. But I guarantee you, everywhere you go where Christianity planted its mark, it's fucked up over there. Super fucked. You better off just joining the church and being part of the motherfucking problem. So you can face my blade on the battlefield. Or put your heads in the sand. I'm gonna find you anyway.
Kenneth Copeland. Satan looks like this, ebony black. It's just so bizarre. Huh? The truth is, we don't really know what the devil looks like. We've been given some descriptions of him, like he's supposed to be beautiful, but trying to pinpoint exactly what he looks like is kind of pointless. And honestly, it's ridiculous for someone to claim that he's black. Maybe this person has really thought it through. But even then, I wouldn't want to step into their mind or try to figure out their reasoning. What I do know is that this whole idea opens up an opportunity to talk about the devil a bit more. The Bible gives us some insight on him, like in 2 Corinthians 11:12, where Paul talks about false apostles, deceitful workers, who disguise themselves as apostles of Christ. He says no wonder, for even Satan disguises himself as an angel of light. This doesn't mean Satan is literally light in color, but it suggests that he comes across as something pure, good, or righteous, when in reality, he's not.
Need a free phone?
We got
Listen
another motherfucking ad. God damn. Ad number motherfucking 3.
When in reality, this doesn't mean Satan is literally light in color, but it suggests that he comes across as something pure, good, or righteous.
Right. And when they look at me like I'm crazy, when I say the Bible is not full of puzzles, mysteries, riddles, contradictions, metaphors, and symbolism, then what is 2 Corinthians? You know what I'm saying?
In reality, he's not. His servants do the same thing. They pretend to be righteous when they're really not. The truth is, we don't know the devil's color or exact form, but we do know how he operates. He comes across as someone who looks the part, sounds the part, and even acts the part. So much so that you might not recognize him at first. Now, let's look at Ezekiel 28. It's a passage that describes a cherub, a fallen angel, who some think represents the devil. But is this description literal? We can't be sure. The passage says, "You were in Eden, the garden of God, and every precious stone was your covering." It lists stones like ruby, diamond, and gold. But what does that mean? Was he really covered in these stones? We don't know. The text also says he was the anointed cherub who covers, and that he walked in the midst of the stones of fire. It's
Yeah, anointed cherub. And we still got Christians still fucking confused and debating, was Satan an archangel? Was he a cherub or was he a seraphim? You know what I'm saying? The Bible is full of puzzles, mysteries, riddles, contradictions, metaphors, symbolisms, parables, numerology, and a splash of spirituality and a shitload of fucking confusion. And going back to the beginning, Christianity ruined the black community because before Christianity even set foot on this fucking soil, we already had a name, language, culture, heritage. Yes, we had our tribal wars. Yes, we were doing our thing, man. But overall, nigga, we did not have no Christianity over here to the point where we got to turn the other cheek and let the motherfucking evil people kill us through the food, through the water, through the air, through disease. But before that, we had slavery. So fuck the bullshit. And while they was giving us that slavery, they was putting Jesus in your same head.
And mysterious, but it doesn't tell us what he physically looked like, whether he looked human or even resembled anything we could recognize. Some people mistakenly think that this means the devil was the worship leader in heaven because it talks about workmanship and settings, which they interpret as pipes or musical instruments, but there's no solid evidence to back that up. So let's leave that idea aside. The bottom line
Right, there's no solid evidence for any motherfucking body in the motherfucking Bible. But you can find King Tut and parade his body all over the goddamn world. Like, look what we dug up.
The Bible doesn't describe the devil's color or what he looked like. And honestly, it's kind of insulting to even suggest that he would look like a human, let alone a specific race. But strangely,
Nigga, it's very disrespectful for saying the devil was a black man. It's very disrespectful. Period. Knowing the shit that we've been through. Knowing that we already hate ourselves, and it's like, fuck it, the devil was black. I guess I gotta believe in this white Jesus. I'm nothing. I'm a wretch. I'm a sheep. I'm a Jesus loves me. Yes, I know.
I'm not offended by it. I just find it laughable when someone so ignorant makes such foolish claims. Don't let it upset you or distract you from more important things. When a person like that speaks, just let it roll off your back. If you're wondering where I stand, as I've said before, Pastor Kenneth Copeland is a false prophet. But now, for Harfs, we can crown it up with racist to his title. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what the devil looks like, because one day, people like him will have to face him. And when they do, they won't be concerned with how he looks. They'll be too busy dealing with the heat. So, don't let the enemy throw you off track. When foolish people speak, laugh it off and move on. The devil's appearance isn't worth losing sleep over. Let him know your thoughts in the comments section below.
And now, let's talk about the Bible's code. The Bible's code. You want to talk about what the devil looked like or what Lucifer looked like, Satan looked like? Let's look at life in general. Using the Bible's code, most Christians don't even want to use it. Some Christians know about it. Some Christians understand the code. And they use it to, for their debates or whatnot. But in the Bible's code, they talk of Satan and the devil. Satan meaning adversary or enemy, and devil meaning liar. I've been lied to by black people and white people alike. So if I was to use the Bible's code, then they are my Satan and my devil. Once you lie to me, you're my enemy. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like if anybody right now that is against you, any of you right now, they are your enemy. That is your Satan. If anybody ever lied to you, they are the devil. Simple as that. Now we can go back to the Muslim rhetoric from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad and his crew back in the day when they used to call the white man the devil, and it was very understandable on why. They wasn't a literal monstrous fucking entity, but they was definitely lying to the people. And You can say that they was Satan because they was the enemy to black people at the time. So to use that rhetoric in that sense, everything checks out. Christianity, the real enemy of the fucking world. Everywhere that Christianity planted its foot, there is tyranny there. Think about it. Just think about it. And it's the only religion to say, we are the shit, we the only one. You don't hear China doing that at all. You don't hear no other religion doing that crazy ass shit. You know, like for real. You can't bring that rhetoric to China. You can't bring that rhetoric to the Middle East. You can't bring that rhetoric to the Buddha. None of that shit. Motherfuckers look at Christianity like, y'all niggas are fucking retarded. Salutes to people. Now, we just got done listening to King Copeland tell everybody in his congregation the devil was black. It's fucking hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. But we better go to another. We better go to another video. But like the channel that I got that video from is called Questioning Divinity. Now we about to go to the ex-pastor Durante Lamar. Is hell real? Since motherfuckers want to be like, you going to hell if you don't believe. If you don't believe, shouts out to the enemies. My brother. What's good? What's good? Now, we about to get off into what the Christians think that we about to go through because we don't believe. You should motherfucking see, you know, is hell real? You know, before I go to the video, when I was doing my research on hell, I'm looking up the Dante's Inferno, you know, what's the nigga name? Dante Alighieri. What's the other motherfucker that made some shit about hell? I forgot the other nigga name. But it was really created to instill fear in people. And seeing this video confirms all the research that I've done to be true. So he about to get off into some shit. And I only watched maybe like 4 minutes of it. I was like, you know what? I need to talk about this tonight, nigga. Anyway, so let's get off into it. But before we do that, we got to play a motherfucking track. You know what I'm saying? You know, we got to live in a state of knowing and not believing. You know what I'm saying? Fuck believing. We need to know. And now that I know that God, Jesus, even the devil himself doesn't exist, I feel good. You feel me? And motherfuckers think that since we don't believe, you just want to do evil. You a demon and all this shit. It's like, no, I go to work, come home. I'm in the music, art, literature podcast. And I'm not in the street. I'm not in and out of jail. And I'm not fucking up the community. But yet, I'm still evil in the eyes of these brainwashed fucking Christians. But yet, they're living in a delusional madhouse, which is their mind. You know? So, when you know, you know. And the goal is to really truly know thyself. And I've learned in my journey, when you know thyself, that's when you truly know God.
When you know yourself, you see the vision, multi-dimension, parallel worlds with you ascended. Shadow work in the work, I was an introvert, broke out the shell, time to put it work, I'm finna burst. At the government, Democrats and Republicans, fuck a mulligan, only get one shot, then I'm done with it. I'm the master, I calculated the data with dark matter, using the elements, make the space shatter. Hate chatter, fed softer than cake batter. Let's take matters from Earth to space battles, like an anime from Sunday through Saturday. Using alchemy, playing with magic like Final Fantasy. Final boss, the blade longer than Sephiroth. Black Messiah, hell yeah, I bear the cross. I'm a rebel, fight for a cause. The universal law, fight the enemy through the stars.
When you know, you know. 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 When you know, you know.
yourself, you see the power, the very power that turn the enemies to cowards. They get devoured. I turn the minutes into hours. They looking sour. Heard the game just like the clock tower. Spit the mantra, analytical monster. With the truth, I'ma conquer enemies acting bonkers. I'm exuberant, stay maneuvering. Who to get super kick to the moon again? Hell no, I ain't doing no. Destroy the temple. I'm using powers of elementals. So essential to my team, despite the differential. I'm a warrior, keep it simple. My flow make it triple. Instrumental, cause it did mention no time ripples. Do good in two light sickles, I slice missiles. Fuck the government, I turn tanks into bicycles. I'm a rebel, fight forward cars. Universal law, throw the enemy through with stars, kill them all. Hey, hey.
When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. Yeah.
Better know thyself, you better listen. Better know thyself, you better listen. You hear it. Better know thyself, you better listen. Better know thyself, better know thyself, you better listen. Let that be right. Pay attention. Better know thyself, you better listen. Let that be right. Woo. Better know thyself, you better listen. Better know thyself, you better listen. Gotta know thyself, you better listen. Pay attention. Better know thyself, you better listen.
So to breathe easy. Easy. You know, share everybody. Shout out to the brothers public. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to people in the building. Everybody get off into the video. I instill fear in the people. All right. It's good.
And fire weight securities. That if you ever walked away, you burn forever. But here's the truth they hope you never say out loud. You were you were afraid of thinking for yourself. Because when you've been raised in fear, freedom feels like rebellion, and rebellion feels like danger. So they taught you to doubt your own clarity, to call your instincts deception. But when Mike told you, no, listen, deep down, you are that. This isn't about proof, it's about control. This is about saving your soul, it's about silencing your questions. So today, we're pulling back the curtain, not to mock belief, but to understand the machinery behind why hell was created.
I'm the one that's going to mock belief. This is the ex-pastor that's going to tell you about it. But there's another ex-pastor named Ray Haggins. Make sure y'all look him up. Ray Haggins is the man. He's been doing the pastorship for 30 plus years, realized the truth, and he started dedicating the rest of his life to giving people the truth. This is an ex-pastor named Durante Lamar. He is a little younger. But we're here to deconstruct Christianity and at the same time make fun of them at the same time because they look at us as niggas is about to burn. They talk about, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm like, no, your prayer is a curse to me. I don't believe in that shit.
Why it still holds power, how to break free from the fear that never had the evidence to back it up. Because the absence of proof isn't just suspicious, it's the whole point.
Because at the end of the day, the beginning of horrorcore in Detroit, when we talk about hell, when we was spitting our dark lyrics in the beginning, nigga, hell is the streets. That was the metaphor for the streets on some real shit. Shouts out to Eshan, the fucking legend of Detroit.
If God isn't in hell, maybe that's the point. Let's start with a thought that should disturb you just a little. If hell is where God isn't, maybe that's the safest place to be. Because biblically, when God shows up, things fall apart. In heaven, the literal dwelling place of God, there's war. Not metaphorical, not spiritualized, an actual insurrection led by a created being who supposedly had full access to God's presence and still said, nah, I think I can run this better. Think about what that says, not just about Satan, but about the environment that God created. Whatever heaven was supposed to be.
Exactly. I asked the same question. Why niggas in heaven got weapons? Who y'all going against? Who is y'all fighting? Like, honestly, who is y'all fighting? You fighting other demons. Well, demons that was created by y'all motherfuckers and y'all motherfucking fallen angel antics and shit. They come from another fucking dimension having an intergalactic war, but it looked like a whole bunch of intergalactic heavenly space banging going on because there's guys all over the place, but everybody's so focused on this Jehovah shit. But I bet if we all was born over there in India, we would be thinking about Shiva, Vishnu, and Brahma. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but there's their little tactics over there. They got some shit going on over there too. But like at the end of the day, when you realize that none of the shit ain't real and you just need to live life the righteous way possible, not because of some person you serving, but for yourself. You know what I'm saying? But like people forgetting that.
Wasn't stable enough to keep peace among angels. But then consider Eden. This so-called paradise, 2 humans get kicked out for doing the one thing that made them more aware, more curious, more human. And for that, they're punished with pain, exile, and a curse on every generation after them. Not because they killed someone, not because they destroyed the planet, but because they sought wisdom. Then there's Earth, our shared home. And according to the biblical narrative, it was such a disappointment to God that he drowned nearly every living thing, man, woman, child, animal, in a global genocide, then had the audacity to promise that he wouldn't do it again. This sounds like an abusive spouse, not a perfect creator. And mind you, not and if you think the new heaven and the new earth will finally be the peaceful version, Revelation is another war, another cosmic round judgment. A sociological.
Yeah, here's the pattern. When you read the first 11 chapters of Revelation, God is destroying this bit. You're surprised by the time it gets to Revelation 12, that there's still a goddamn earth left. Because some twin-headed dragon is chasing a bitch through a wilderness and shit. But it also shows Jesus come back as a slain lamb, giant ass kaiju form, slain lamb with 8 eyes and a sword coming out of its mouth. Surrounded by angels with eyes all over their body and wings and shit. Yeah, y'all, this shit is real. It is real.
Actually, because what we're dealing with very environment where God observes people eventually default on punishment or collapse. And if we take the story on this terms, hell is the only place God is in. Theologically speaking, it's framed as abandonment, but from a psychological standpoint, it sounds more like freedom, or at the very least, relief from its current presence. The authoritarian.
Now that shit is deep. Let me know if y'all hear me in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Put it in the chat if y'all hear me. But that's deep. What he just said. It goes back to those movies where the bad guy says, I'd rather rule over hell than serve in heaven. Meaning, I'd rather be fucking free to do whatever the fuck I want to do than to be up in the presence of a motherfucker that's trying to control what the fuck I want to do. You know? So, understandable.
System always need an enemy, a reason why their brutality is justified. And what better enemy than the person or the place where God is no longer present? Hell doesn't sound scary because of fire. It sounds scary because of framing, because we've been conditioned to fear independence, to fear what happens when we're no longer control. But what if that fear isn't proof of danger? What if that fear is a trauma?
All right, we got to add.
What if that fear is a proof of danger? What if that fear is a symptom of spiritual trauma? Hell is even a biblical doctrine. Let many pastors hold people. Hell, as it is today, eternal conscious torment, fire that never goes out, devils poking you for eternity. That version of hell doesn't exist in the Bible. Not considered, not clearly, and definitely not really. It's a
I guess my phone is fucking up. As I'm still borging out. Freedom is just a state of mind, truly. Yep. I agree. Completely. I don't know why my phone acting up. But that's because it is. Mm-hmm.
Stitched together mythology, a theological Frankenstein built from mistranslations, cultural borrowings, and centuries of fear-based storytelling.
Yeah, centuries of fear-based storytelling. Anybody gonna burn in hell, get stabbed with pitchforks, and tortured for all eternity. That shit is not going to happen. It's not. A little, but you can make out what I'm saying. God damn it. Why is my shit doing this? Hold on. Hashtag fuck my phone. I'm gonna leave it in the comments. Fuck my phone. Say it one more time. Fuck my phone. Say it with me. Fuck my phone. This bullshit.
Hebrew Bible, what we call the Old Testament, there's no talk of hell the way people describe it. The dead go to Sheol, which isn't a place of punishment. It's like a neutral holding space, more like a silent graveyard than a torture chamber. No fire, just death. By the time we reached the New Testament, the writers had access to Roman power, Greek philosophy, and generations of religious trauma, and they started putting it all together. Now you see terms like Gehenna, which is a literal garbage dump outside Jerusalem where refuse and corpses were burned, getting rebranded as a metaphor for eternal punishment. Not because that's what it meant,
Thank
but
you.
because it felt and suddenly you could concept dressed up. Even the Revelation is a one-off symbol not doctrine, but somehow
Yeah, Revelation is definitely a fever dream. Y'all can't hear me clearly now because I'm trying to move my phone. I'm moving my phone to like a cooler spot. Let me know if y'all hear me a little better. Like let me know if y'all hear the video because he talked kind of low.
Christianity took all of it, boiled it down, and started teaching children that if they disobey God, they'll burn forever. Let me say that again, folks. Children. This wasn't just a doctrinal shift. This was a psychological assault. It taught entire generations questions and hear the humanity. Because if you doubt, even though the consequence, correction, it's combustion. That's not spirituality. That's emotion. Sociologically, it makes perfect sense. Because once religion becomes a tool of control, it needs a mechanism of enforcement. And nothing enforces obedience like the threat of invisible consequences. And worst of all, can't prove it doesn't exist. It becomes perfect prison. One that doesn't walls. So hell is not a biblical doctrine. It's a manufactured threat, a interpretation. Here's shaped to leash. And maybe the reason they defended so hard is because without it, the whole system unravels. Here's the thing, heaven ain't it either. Let's be real. A lot of folks only cling to the idea of hell because they're still seduced by the idea of heaven. But here's the problem to admit. Even heaven doesn't sound like a place worth going. Now actually read what the Bible says about it. But that warm, sentimental where you reunite with your grandma, catch up with your childhood dog, run a cloud-based family reunion, that's not the Bible. That's fan fiction. The actual text paints a very different picture. Heaven biblically is not about fulfillment. It's not about rest. It's not about reunion. It's about service, slavery, endless, mindless, unquestioning service.
Going back to what I said, I'd rather rule hell than serve in heaven.
You sing, cast your crowns, you cry, holy, 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 on repeat, forever, in a loop. That's not paradise. That's programming. That's divine labor with no days off. And psychologically, this isn't just a bad vacation idea. It's the blueprint of Stockholm Syndrome spirituality. You've been told for so long that you're unworthy, that you're broken, that you deserve wrath, that the only thing standing between you and eternal fire is the will of a God who chose not to kill you. So when you get to salvation, you're so relieved you weren't destroyed that you'll accept anything as peace, even eternal servitude.
Yep. It's like, fuck it. I don't got to burn in hell. I'll say holy heaven. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy. Is that good, Lord? Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy. Say it normal. holy, holy.
Even a heaven where your individuality is erased, your curiosity is a threat, and your relationships don't even seem to matter anymore. And that's the kicker. The people preaching this idea of heaven as a reunion, they're
Right. Ain't nobody visiting, no family members, no dogs, no chilling on clouds or mansions. Nope. You go there and serve. It's like, you want to say holy forever or you want to burn? Well, I say holy forever. Fear-based mind control.
the same ones preaching that your loved ones will be there unless they said the right prayer or joined the right church. So what is heaven then? A place where you're forced to forget who you love so you don't miss them while you sing? Or worse, a place where you're perfectly okay with them burning because now you're one of God's will. Either way,
Right, right. And like the cool thing of, not the cool thing, the crazy thing about Christians is they're happy knowing that we non-Christians are supposedly going to burn. They happy with that thought. I'm gonna chill in heaven with my family. No, bitch, when you get there, you're gonna be a slave. But once you die, you're gonna find out, wait a minute, where's heaven? Where's hell? Who that? Who there? Walk towards the light. Who that? Who there? Walk towards the light. No, step away from the light. God damn it, all these rules.
it's a nightmare with a halo. Sociologically, this isn't. Empires have always sold their people on afterlife rewards to justify current life suffering. Be a good slave now, and you'll be free in the afterlife. But the problem with this particular one is that the answer is be a good slave now, and you'll get to be a good slave in the afterlife. Give everything now, and you inherit eternity as a slave forever.
Yeah.
But what if that
And that Christianity right there for your ass. Be a slave on earth, and when you get to heaven, you're gonna be a slave some more. But these Christians is like, well, I'd rather be a slave in heaven than burn in hell. Well, let me tell you something. If hell is real, have a spot on fucking reserve. Because when I get down there, I'm whooping everybody's ass, including Lucifer himself. Then break out of hell, make it to purgatory. Because if hell and heaven is real, I know how to get to heaven. It's through hell. So find the purgatory gate, go through that bitch, kill everybody in purgatory, and find the heaven's gate. And I'm gonna come there with the devil's head chained to my blade or to my spiritual photon weapon, whatever the fuck I have. I'm not going out like a bitch. That's all I gotta say.
promise was never even real? What if it was just the carrot they dangled in front of us while we built palaces on our backs? Because let's be honest, a heaven that requires eternal slavery isn't heaven. It's the perfect kingdom for the person on the throne. There's no other.
It's Senator Kirsten.
Ad number 4.
And I need your help immediately.
It's the perfect kingdom for the.
God damn it. Sorry about that, y'all, man. This shit fucked up. Fuck this phone.
It's the perfect kingdom for the person on the throne. There's no evidence, just exploitation. Let's say the quiet part out loud. There's never been a single piece of credible, verifiable evidence that hell or heaven actually exists. Now,
Exactly. Going back to near-death experiences. I've been to hell. It was demons was holding my motherfucking hospital gown and all this shit. Man, fuck on out of here. Fuck on out of here. But what I learned about near-death experiences, I'm not gonna say what they saw wasn't real. I'm not gonna say that. What I am gonna say is I've looked up many people that had many near-death experiences, but it was people that was outside of Christianity also. Like most of the near-death experiences, that you look up, you're gonna see all Christian rhetoric. I've been to heaven, I've been to hell, I've been to heaven, I've been to hell, I talked to Jesus, I talked to God, and all this bullshit. But when a person is spiritual and they have a near-death experience, they see entities, they get messages from motherfuckers they can't even describe. They see colors, patterns, shapes, and motherfucking universes and shit. I'm talking about they, they fucking mind goes beyond Christian shit, and hearing their near-death experiences is better because because like they're getting a real good message from that shit. On the Christian side of it, like the message is go back, you gotta go do some shit again, go back and suffer in your body some more. When it comes to the spiritual message through their near-death experiences, they come back whole life change, mind change, career path change, you know what I'm saying? And then like they, like create these programs, like trying to change the world. I mean,
Not a GPS for death certificate stand for like nothing, and that should be the end of
what else should be the end of the conversation? Motherfucker talk about, I got a personal relationship with God. When you tell motherfucker, show me the text message. Show me the photos. How did he pop up? He pop up in the sky. Did he knock on out your car and say, bitch? You know what I'm saying? How did your personal relationship start? You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, you're an imaginary friend, or you're talking to yourself. And the cool thing about it is I can admit I talk to myself. It's called speaking affirmation. You know what I'm saying? Speaking shit to exist through the manifestation process, visualization process, meditation process, speaking on the medication process.
people can't prove they dress it up in emotion, in tradition, and weaponize it through fear.
Yeah. What the fuck? This shit, I'm probably glad I can't bored out right now. Let me know if y'all hear me. Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat. Because my shit is acting up. What the hell is it? I walk on the road. Y'all hear me? I can show you photos of codes I see. No. Yeah, my shit gotta be fucking up because I'm trying to highlight the comment and then pop up. God damn it. This buddy is shit. Wow. This is not all coincidence. All right, can I put this on shit now? Okay, well, look, okay. Because first, last numbers of a birthday, my wife. Yep. Okay. All right. What's the next shit I was trying to do? All right. Numerology 557. Yep. It was 27. Okay. Do. Yep. Just going through these comments real quick. I'm back. God, I hate this fucking phone. And plus, I don't got the ability to motherfucking edit shit. So fuck it. I gotta motherfucking take the struggle streaming. Yep. Got worse. Yep. Cool. Damn. There we go. This was the comment that got left on. Let me show you photos of the codes. Yep. Still called nigga crazy. Exactly. Now let's get back to it. Let's get back to this video so we can get up out of here.
Kingdom for the person on the throne. There's no evidence, just exploitation. Let's say the quiet part out loud. There's never been a single piece of credible, verifiable evidence that hell or heaven actually exists. Not one. Not a photograph, not a GPS coordinate, not a death certificate stamped returned from the afterlife. Nothing. And that should be the end of the conversation. But instead, it's where the exploitation begins. Because when people can't prove something but need you to believe it, what do? They sell it. They dress it up in emotion, wrap it in tradition, and weaponize it through fear. And the result is an entire spiritual industrial complex built on a lie so effective people will literally surrender their lives to it. You've got preachers making millions off hellfire sermons, books about kids who died and saw heaven getting movie deals. You've got televangelists screaming about eternal damnation right before asking you to sow a $77 seed offering to secure your blessing. It's not theology, it's theater. And the longer the show goes on, the more tickets they sell. And we haven't even talked about the fakes, forged relics passed off as ancient proof, Photoshop angel sightings that miraculously stopped around the same time the internet learned what image editing was, fabricating stories of hell being discovered in the middle of Earth, pumped through tabloids and pulpits to keep people scared and submissive. But here's what's even more disturbing. Every time someone takes time to fake evidence for hell, heaven, or Jesus, they're admitting something they'll never say out loud, that they knew that there was no evidence and believed that you would check. That's not faith. That's predatory psychology. It preys on trust, exploits vulnerability, and it works best on the desperate, the grieving, the anxious, the isolated, and the ill-informed. People who are looking for peace and get sold to prison instead. Sociologically, this is how power maintains itself, not through force, but through imagination. They can make you afraid of what happens when you stop obeying. They don't need change. Your thoughts become the sale. And it's not just theological. People lose everything over this. Relationships shattered because someone deconstructed. Children.
Yeah. I couldn't even go further into a relationship because a bitch was like, you a good man and all, but I can't be with you because you're not a Christian. But bitch, you got 3 kids out of wedlock. Just told me that you got out of jail. And yet you judging me. Bitch, get the fuck out of here.
Disowned for leaving the faith. Families ripped apart over who's saved and who's not. Adults living in anxiety, depression, and trauma from a place they've never seen and will never be able to escape because it was instilled in them before they could. That's not religion. That's a racket. That's a fear-based Ponzi scheme where the payout is never coming, but the cost is paid in real life. And the most tragic part, most people don't even realize they were sold something that never existed. Fear sells better than facts. By now, you might be wondering if the doctrine is weak, if the evidence is missing, if the reward sounds hollow, and the punishment sounds staged. The answer is because fear is the cheapest way to control a human being. It doesn't require truth, it just requires a trigger. And once religion figured out that fear sells better than facts, it stopped evolving. It stopped asking questions. It stopped growing. It just started repeating the same threat louder and earlier. They don't wait until you're an adult to introduce you to hell. They whisper it into the ears of children before they understand metaphor, before they can distinguish myth from memory. And once it's in there, it becomes a reflex, not a belief system, a trauma response. And that's the part that gets overlooked because people think they believe in hell because it's true, but most don't. Most people believe in hell because they were trained to fear not believe. That's not conviction, that's conditioning. Sociologically, it's the same tactic used in cults, in abusive relationships, and in authoritarian regimes. Break the person down, isolate them, tell them they're broken, then offer them a way out, but only if they question you again.
Exactly. And I need to ask you Christians a question. I know there might be some Christians out there. I know some Christians probably unsubscribed to my channel because I be going in on the motherfuckers. But one day, a church is going to have communion and motherfuckers is going to get sick off that wine or grape juice. Let's just say that. Y'all so brainwashed. Y'all want to call other things a cult, but y'all are eating crackers and bread, nigga. That's cult-like ritualistic shit right there. Oh. When we address the elephant in the room, that was the elephant in the room too. Eat this blood is, well, I mean, drink this blood to symbolize my blood. I mean, drink this wine to symbolize my blood. Eat this cracker and symbolize you eating my body, nigga. That's cannibalism.
That turns a promise of salvation into a lifetime subscription to obedience. Can't leave, can't think, can't question. Because what if you're wrong? What if becomes the thing that haunts people? What if becomes the thing that keeps them in place, keeps them quiet, keeps them paying, and it keeps the whole system alive? But what if you're not wrong? What if this entire thing has been a manipulation? What if the fear you feel isn't a warning from God, but a scar from religious trauma? And what if waking up from that fear isn't a fall from grace, but the first real step of freedom? Because the truth is, once you start being afraid of hell, you start living like you already escaped it. And that's what they're really afraid of.
And that's the great shit. I'm glad he put it like that. It's like you live like you already escaped it. Like I said, when I let go of Christianity in 2006, because I prayed and I prayed and I prayed, there was no answer for any fucking thing. You say, come to him humble, like come to him with a pure heart. Then I did all that shit from the age of 5 to 18. God ain't showed up. Jesus ain't showed up. Nigga, the devil haven't even showed up. So I was like, nigga, what the fuck? Motherfucker just getting worse and worse. So you say like the more I pray, like the devil is just motherfucking blocking my prayers or something? What the fuck going on? So, nigga, like at the end of the day, it felt good to let go of Christianity. It felt good. Good as other brothers, I bet. That's what's up. Shouts out to Look Within.
Not that hell isn't real, but that you will realize that it. This spoke to you, hit like.
Yep, it spoke to me because I already knew. Now we about to play a couple tracks and we about to get up out of here.
I'm the man that can burn body to self-made water in earth, no running for help. Breathe life in the stars, I'ma turn it to bombs. Even made guard cons go and run to their moms. No ice on my arm, but look at the charm. Lyrical apocalypse, better leave me alone. Feds got me on the list, I know they watching this shit. Pack a car, blow it up while you're locked in your whip. Popping the clip, shot a fed dead in this shit. Before I get caught, I got the disappearance of mist. Dragging the bitch, reappear on top of your roof. With an RPG, nigga have to blow up your coupe. Your family too, stay in generational wealth. Beat your ass with a Grammy that I saw on the shelf. Who else is gonna get it? Celebrities or politicians, but bitches about to deal with the realest that never spit it. Hurricane. What's the motherfucking name? But your motherfucking hurricane. What's the motherfucking name of the motherfucking hurricane? What's the motherfucking name? But your motherfucking hurricane. What's the motherfucking name? I'm the motherfucking hurricane. Bitch, better watch your tone quick. Shot in the dome, bitch. Fold it, get your phone fixed. For the east side to the zone 6. We on, bitch. That's back when I sold dimes. Sold nicks. Hold this fucking love so I can rip it. Rip it through other the bitches. Causing the mass killer. Sky is the limit. Have to break the glass ceiling. Can't get you alive. It's bad business. The interdimensional mercenary is necessary. These motherfucking rappers is spirits. They're getting buried. And I don't need a triple on times. A triple kick. That'll put where your mom will pop a clip. You can hit the line. I'm on the freeway. Tone the whole world in the D-Day with a big titty bitch named Ora Hime. Fuck the fucking judge and the motherfucking DA. Shoot them in the head and your brain's going 3 ways. Hurricane. What's the motherfucking name? It's your motherfucking hurricane. What's motherfucking name? I'm the motherfucking hurricane. What's the motherfucking name? It's a motherfucking hurricane. It's the motherfucking game. I'm the motherfucking hurricane. Bitch, powers of Mephisto. Manifesto, hot out your chest and make it explode. Live souls out of your body and make it implode. Then you go fuck the bitch named Calypso. Kick flows, beats hitting harder than Kimbo. Slicing the bed up while I'm smoking the endo. Let's go. Shoot your ass up in your head, bro. Bleeding out slow. Right in front of the pet go. Take blow. Extendo clipping the suppressor. Big ass Beretta. I call it V for vendetta. Better run for shelter. The hurricane is forever better. Tell the helper to keep their hands off my leather while I count the cheddar. I gotta pay for my religion to pull the trigger. More quicker for souls to get delivered. Any snake slither is getting thrown in the river like the mafia nigga. I do it bigger. True killer. Hurricane. 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 Hurricane.
Phenom Rogue One Productions.
Breaking down barriers, gun big as a carrier. Carry your body to a new area, then I bury you. It's hilarious, I am nefarious. Hurricane, scariest, call my gun. Cerebus, now you perilous, call a therapist. I am your new domestic terrorist. Bow and arrow, his therapist. Worship with this devilish, taking care of this evidence. Bleed, destroying experiments. Implement all the tactics to kill you. Kick out the illest metaphysics. I'm ripping these parasitic individual bitches. About to witness the end of my clone spitting. You don't missing, no clone living. They soul missing, listen, don't mention this cold mission. Don't catch a pistol whipping, no kidding. I'm so driven. Killing government officials with pistols and missiles. Break them like bristles for shizzles. Very simple. Popping fan agents like fucking pickles. Should have been proactive solution. Gotta fucking kill it. Rebel shit. It's that motherfucking rebel shit. Legal revolution, bitch. It's that motherfucking rebel shit. It's that motherfucking rebel shit. Legal revolution, bitch. Break it down the enemy, I'ma do him like Kennedy. Kennedy on my radio, endlessly on my killing street. Finna be drinking Hennessy, fantasy, all the targeted enemies. Psychopath, the tendencies in my memories, backing out at facilities. Destroy scientists with energy, bullets ain't even hitting me. I'm infinity, affinity for the industry. Hell no, silly on. He was too hot, big L. That my dog, Biggie on. See me stand tall, with me, my A.O. With me, rebel dog, give me a bump and spark from a tall building. Gone cities, custom made, unloading on 50. Hollow explosive rounds, taking out a small city. Hickory, dickory, down, popping a shot at a cop. Knock off your block, your body drop. I'm falling the shots, busting the eyes to non-stop. Have to make it high, intricate plots. I turn your brains into tater tots. Rebel shit. It's that motherfucking rebel shit. Revolution, bitch. It's that motherfucking rebel shit. It's that motherfucking rebel shit. Legal revolution, bitch. Let them know it's a motherfucking rebel shit. It's that motherfucking rebel shit. Legal revolution, bitch. It's that motherfucking rebel shit. It's that motherfucking rebel shit. Legal revolution, bitch. It's that motherfucking rebel shit. It's that motherfucking rebel shit. Legal revolution, bitch. It's that motherfucking rebel shit. It's that motherfucking rebel shit. Legal revolution, bitch.
Phenom Rogue One Productions.
That's what's up. This your man Servant K. Tell you what it do. Let me get up out of here. Gotta grab me something to munch on. I might be hopping on a live later on the JP Network. You know, like I might hop on over there, see what's popping, you know what I'm saying? Give my 2 cents. You know what I'm saying? Or I might be in the chat. Who knows? Who knows how the game goes? But like I just wanted to make this video and just ask the question, you know, like, did Christianity destroy the black community? Because obviously when the church bubble, the community struggle, the community ain't doing nothing but getting worse and worse, and while the church is balling. We fly high, no lie. You know your church is balling. You stay broke, no joke. Community is starving. Nigga, fuck the bullshit. And plus the stats show, you can look up the stats, people is leaving Christianity every goddamn day. Ain't nothing like it. But to me personally, I think black people should let that motherfucker go so we can start this revolution. Because when the revolution started, I don't want to hear, oh shit, the revolution started, Jesus is coming. No, bitch. The Jesus not coming through. I'm coming through to try to help you and save you. But when the government comes through, they're gonna haul your ass off to a FEMA camp or shoot your ass in your head in your front yard and train your kids to be loyal soldiers for the new government of the New World Order. Allegedly. We don't really know what's gonna happen when the revolution starts, but I know what I'm gonna do when the revolution starts. It ain't gonna be, oh shit, Jesus is coming. No, it's gonna be like, holy shit, the British are coming. Oh no, it ain't gonna be that either. It's gonna be, holy shit, martial law is coming, and we need to motherfucking hijack their motherfucking tanks and be like, yeah, bitch, we in this bitch revolution style. Because at the end of the day, rather a revolution start or a war start, martial law starts, ain't nobody gonna be talking about this the motherfucking motherfucking Jesus. They're just gonna be worrying about their lives and their family. You know what I'm saying? And the powers that shouldn't be know how to use fear to get you. Let's create these institutions. If you ain't blinded by government, you're blinded by religion. If you ain't blinded by government and religion, you're indoctrinated. If you ain't blinded by government, religion, and indoctrination, you just want to smoke, drink, and fuck around all goddamn day. And if you are not blinded by any of that, you are a fucking threat. Because me personally, if the pinnacle of success is being a celebrity, a fucking mega preacher, or a high-ranking politician, then I rather seek wisdom, knowledge, and understanding and truth for the rest of my goddamn fucking life. Because all this shit here is mundane bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So for me answering the question, yeah, Christianity destroyed the black community because of all the shit that I just said. And before Christianity even touched this soil, people already was here. They had language, heritage, and culture. And then the colonizers came over here, raped, murdered, pillaged this land, at the same time beating Christianity into you. So for any black person to know that truth and still follow Christianity, you deserve to fall with my enemy when the revolution comes. So with that being said, it's your man Server K. Tell you what it do. I'm out.